Shift left. If you hear that buzzword and immediately roll your eyes, then you are in the right place. Welcome to QA Ops. Today, we are not going to talk about testing earlier. Every junior developer knows that. Today, we discuss how to implement shift left as a hard architectural gate. If a pull request violates a policy, it does not merge. Period. Let's break down the 6 required components for a mature implementation. First, policy as code. Linting for syntax is not enough. You need semantic validation of your infrastructure. We are talking about OPA, Open Policy Agent, or tools like Conftest. Your pipeline must parse Terraform HCL or Kubernetes manifests and evaluate them against a strict policy set. For example, enforcing root file system in a pod specification, or ensuring no security groups allow ingress on port 22. This evaluation happens statically, at the commit level. If the policy evaluates to false, the pipeline halts immediately. Second, supply chain security. This goes beyond basic dependency checking. We implement tools like Trivy or Gripe directly into the build stage. The requirement here is a non-negotiable gate. You define a policy where any CV with a severity of high or critical triggers a non-zero exit code. This prevents a vulnerable base image or library from ever reaching the artifact registry. Third, consumer-driven contracts. End-to-end tests are often too slow and brittle for a rapid feedback loop. The expert approach to microservice integration is PACT. The consumer defines the expectation in a contract file. The provider's pipeline validates this contract during its own build process. If a backend change breaks the schema expected by the frontend, the backend build fails. This catches integration regressions without spinning up a full environment. Fourth, mutation testing. Stop bragging about 80% code coverage. Coverage is a vanity metric. A test suite can cover every line of code and still assert absolutely nothing. The expert move is using tools like Stryker or PyTest. These tools deliberately inject bugs or mutants into your source code during the pipeline. They flip conditionals, change operators, and delete return statements. If your tests still pass after the code has been broken, then your tests are useless. Shift left means failing the build not because coverage is low, but because the mutation score dropped. You are blocking tests that don't fail when they should. Fifth, database migration testing. Reviewing SQL scripts with your eyes is not testing, and running migrations against an in-memory database is cheating. In a mature pipeline, you use Testcontainers. Your PR spins up a real Dockerized instance of Postgres or MySQL that matches production. The pipeline executes the migration up, inserts data, and then executes the migration down. If the rollback fails, or if the migration logs a table for more than a specific threshold, the build fails. We are testing the schema evolution, not just the application code, because a bad migration kills production faster than a bad bug. To summarize, a valid shift-left strategy consists of 1. Policy enforcement via OPA. 2. Hard security blocking. 3. Contract verification via PACT. 4. Mutation testing. 5. Database migration rollbacks. If you are not blocking merges based on these metrics, you are not doing shift left. For more deep dives into these specific toolchains, subscribe to QA Ops.